guys, welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about the Big 3 East Fall event. We just got back from that event. It's held in Daytona, Florida, and pretty much anybody that's a player in the industry with regards to new media and print media, even some broadcast media folks, that's where they go twice a year. There's a spring and fall event, and again, we just got done with our fall event. At Big 3 Media event, you get a bunch of gun riders together for 3 days with a bunch of companies that have interesting products and many times new products. And so in this video, we want to show you some of those interesting products that we saw this year. Let's take a look at what we saw at Big 3.
I'm John DeLuca with Diamond Head USA. Today we are looking at some of the Diamond Head products. Particularly what I have here is our Diamond Head triangular handguard known as the VRS-T, and this triangular handguard is extremely lightweight, ergonomic, fits in your hand. It was inspired by the M16A1 triangular shape. Matched to the front of this is the triangular T-brake, and this T-brake is extremely effective at reducing recoil and also muzzle climb. What we're featuring on these is our Diamond Head sights. These are our polymer flip-up sights. These sights are extremely easy to use, much faster to get target acquisition, and your follow-up shots are going to be a lot faster. If you haven't given them a try, you really should. They're extremely easy to use. Next thing I'm going to show you is our Diamond Head 45-degree offset sights called the D45. What's unique about these is they stow flat on your flat top receiver and on the top of your Picatinny rail. When you do want to deploy them, you push a button and the sights pop out onto a 45-degree angle and are extremely easy to use. If you do bump or go through a doorway or something, they'll just push out of the way. They're not a snag hazard. So when you want to store them, you just press them out of the way like that. So all Diamond Head products are USA made and 100% lifetime warranty, and they're designed for professionals and are used throughout the country and throughout the world on many of the top military and law enforcement units.
Hi, I'm Adam from AMTAC Suppressors. I just want to give you a quick rundown on our existing product and the new product we're bringing out here. What we do primarily is overbarrel suppressors. Our flagship model is a CQB. It's designed around a 16-inch barrel with a carbine length gas system, which is the most common AR platform out there. So it has a 6-inch overbarrel chamber, slides on. There's no QD system because we don't really need it. It just spins into place, locks down. If you're going to run a whole lot of full auto or something like that, we do recommend that you run a conical lock washer in there. But for most regular fire, this is plenty. Don't have any issues with it backing off. We did just get a patent approved on our baffle structure. It's a single piece baffle. We machine the entire thing in a single operation, including cutting the mounting thread, so it has very tight concentricity, which allows us to maintain really good accuracy, and we have a really consistent return to zero when you take it off and reattach it. Another thing about no QD, we get that question a lot. One of the reasons that we don't do a QD system is we're going to use up some space in there, it's going to cost us some decibel reduction, and you really don't need it because it keeps everything so short that for most rifles you don't even need to take the thing off to put it in a bag. So a lot of people are building little 10-inch SBRs, things along those lines, and then they'll put an 18-inch suppressor on it. They're right back to an 18-inch rifle. These suppressors add 3.7 inches to the overall length of your rifle. In either the 4 or the 6-inch version. We do a regular end mount suppressor as well for those who don't have any over barrel chamber to work with. The end mount suppressors are going to be a little bit quieter, so it's just kind of a balance between weight, distribution, length, and overall decibel reduction. This is our new product that we're releasing today. It's a 9mm suppressor specifically designed for pistol caliber carbines. Like our other suppressors, it has a 4-inch overbarrel chamber and a single piece baffle structure in the front. It is a different baffle structure than the one that we use in our centerfire rifle suppressors, but it's full auto rated. It can be run wet or dry depending on how much decibel reduction you want to get. And gas blowback isn't much of an issue on recoil operated guns like this, but that overbarrel chamber does give you quite a bit more decibel reduction. It'll fit under most handguards, JP, Lancer, VTAC, things along those lines, and it will have a standard half 36 thread pitch for most AR platform PCCs. We also do a thread adapter to the 13.5x1 left hand, so you can run it on a SIG MPX, and it does fit underneath SIG's handguard there.
Hi everybody, my name is Brian Wilson from Tactical. We're displaying our brand new tunable muzzle brake, but not only is it a tunable muzzle brake, we integrated it right into the barrel of the gun. That's right. So you actually now have the option of tuning your gun to your shooting of style, your posture, how you may shoulder the gun. It's pretty neat little deal here. And these are just coming out on the market. We have the barrels and or the screw-on muzzle devices, which are also tunable. We make them for the 223, 5.56, AR-15, your 9mm carbines in half 28, half 36. We also make them for the larger calibers, your 6.5 up to the 308 version. And they work incredibly well, and we're very proud of this. All right, first things I want to show you, the gun is clear, safe, and empty, magwell empty, before we start doing this. This is our UM3 optics mount. I'll show you what it looks like on the gun. It's a universal system, and we're going to take this apart here. How you take it off the gun is remove the optic. I'm going to pull it up. No tools, no gunsmithing needed. What's unique about this is you can see that there's a split on the top versus any hardware to bolt it onto the gun. Well, we got a utility patent on this particular product because of actually how it works. You'll see that without the optic on it, the mount is loose, so to speak. What you do is you pinch it, you put the optic on, you tighten it down, and that's the main thing, is you want to make sure that it's tight in both sides, and zero the optic to the gun. Here's what's really unique. Once it's zeroed to the gun, you can remove the whole system and put it back on, and it retains 0 point perfectly. This mount is universal, so it'll fit any Glock with a rail. It'll fit your M&Ps, your Sig Sauers, your Springfield XD/XDMs, anything that has a mil-spec type Picatinny rail, it will fit on. Also, we get a lot of questions, well, how do you holster that? This is how we holster it. We made a universal holster. The holster holsters the mount, and you can see it imprinted into the holster. This is a level 1 retention with a stiff retention and 2 mild retentions. But if you look down there, you can see there's absolutely no touching the gun. All of our holsters come equipped with your choice of a Blade Tech Lock, ASR belt loop, or their paddle system. It also works with drop-down leg units, and it's a great system.
I'm Matt Gwinn with MGI. We're showing the production model of the transforming handguard, which we have mated to the Hydra modular multi-caliber weapon system. The Hydra that a lot of folks are familiar with will shoot anything from 22 to 50 Beowulf, no tools, using standard parts. But the thing that we're really excited about here today is this new rifle-length transforming handguard. The Hydra has traditionally come with a carbine-length quad-rail Picatinny system. And what we've done in order to update the Hydra is not only have we gone to a rifle-length handguard, slimmed it down for competitive shooters, but we've also made it so that it will take any locking system available today or in the future. This handguard will accept Picatinny locking systems and accessories. It will also accept M-Lock as well as key mod accessories. Here we have examples of the panels that are available for the transforming handguard that we are now making available on the Hydra modular multi-caliber system. We are showing here the M-Lock locking panel, the key mod, the frag or waffle pattern, the snakeskin pattern, and again, these are just cosmetic or non-slip surface to keep your hands from sliding off the handguard. On the other side here, we've reversed the panel so that you have the key mod closer to the receiver and the M-Lock further down.
Good morning, I'm David with GDI, I'm the CEO. We're down here at Big 3 showcasing our US AKs, our US Kalashnikovs. We've done what no other AK manufacturer in the United States has done to date. We have a hammer forged bolt, hammer forged bolt carrier, and hammer forged front trunnion. These are done the way they were meant to be. This is our first, one of our first models we're producing. We'll be building those actually fairly soon. It comes with, this is the standard model. It comes with our military black, military grade furniture. It has a heat shield. It has a metal insert, very light. It even has a hole here for your cleaning kit. We start out with a DDI premium receiver. We've got, again, we've got an AK-74 style rear trunnion. Attached to that is a Bulgarian style rail. This is our own rail. And inside you're going to have a, again, hammer forge bolt carrier, and hammer forge trunnion. On top of the bolt carrier in front, the gas piston is stainless steel. We have a 4150 barrel that has been finicited. Finicite creates a Rockwell 70 on the inside and outside. It's a very durable, and to date, we don't believe anyone's ever outshot one of our rifles. We have our front sight gas block. This is our design. It's a combo unit, and what it does is it lightens up the front end a little bit and basically looks really neat. We have our DDI M16A1 style flash hider. It has some flats back here so that you can, so that it screws on and locks down. All DDI AKs come with a KG gun coat. It's a very durable finish. It is very time consuming to put on. We have to actually bake this for a little over an hour inside our ovens, and it's one of the most durable finishes known to firearms. This is the DDI 47 MVP TF triangle folder. As with the polymer side folder, this is pretty much an exact copy of the Bulgarian. You can see where it folds in the same manner. Provides easy storage and very quick to get the stock out, flip, and out. This is US made. This is our DDI 47 MVP UF for underfolder. This is a limited item. Very, very compact. Unfortunately, it does not have a side rail because it's an underfolder. A lot of folks want something very compact. Again, with the DDI, you get the hammer forge bolt carrier, hammer forge front trunnion. Everything here is made in the U.S., assembled in the U.S. We've had the DDI out for about a year now. We've made quite a few minor changes. We've had excellent results with it. Let me go over the DDI-12. The DDI-12 is based off a Saiga style shotgun, Saiga style 12-gauge shotgun, but there's quite a lot of differences. Coming from the back end, you'll see the stock here, you'll see a castle nut. You can take this stock off, you can take the castle nut off, and you can take out the aluminum tube here and replace that with a AR-15 buffer tube. You have a sling loop. The sling loop goes left or right. You can switch that back and forth. We have a removable fire control cartridge. We've got a couple pins here. You can remove the whole thing and be able to access it for cleaning purposes. There's an AR-15 style selector. We have a short one and a long one. You can switch those depending if you're left-handed or right-handed. It is ambidextrous, safe fire, just like the M4. Back here we have an adjustable rear sight. Normally I would not put an adjustable rear sight on an AK. However, we have our recoil guide has got these two little nubs here that go into the dust cover and locks it down very well so it doesn't move. Moving forward, one of the most notable things is the left side charging handle. This makes it very easy to operate. You don't, very, very fast. We have our forearm here. Pretty much all Saiga forearms will fit. We have a Williams style fiber optic sight on the front. You can replace that with red or what other color. It does come in a greenish color right now. We have a 4-position gas system, off, low, medium, high, so that you can dial that into the shotgun shells that you like to use. Inside the gas block, the barrel is ported 4 times, different than the Saiga. You've got a nice diamond 4 pattern for good gas flow. Coming forward, you do have a chrome line barrel, and you have a muzzle. It comes with a muzzle nut, and these are Saiga style threads, so any of the Saiga accessories fit. This comes in the box, owner's manual, and 2 mags. Now for our latest upgrade on this particular shotgun is a hammer forge bolt. We're known as the Hammer Forge Company, so we're moving all our items to more hammer forge components.
I am Sheldon Goodwin. I'm here from Desert Tech. What I have here today is I have an SRS covert. What we've done here is we specialize in bullpup precision sniper rifles and target rifles. What we really enjoy about this system is, as you can see, the overall platform. I have a .338 Lapua 26-inch barrel in this.
What that does is it comes at about a foot shorter than your conventional rifles. What allows us to do that is what we said before, this bullpup platform. It allows to put us our magazine in the rear as well as our bolt here. As you can see, as the bolt slides, it's a telescoping bolt in the rear. That's what allows us to put all this in the rear and allows us to balance it towards the rear and give this shorter all platform. What we really specialize in is half-minute guarantees on all of our SRS calibers and quick change caliber options, which take about 30 to 60 seconds. To show you what I mean, I have a 338 26" in this. We have 4 bolts on this side. Loosen these retention screws. You have an unlock and lock on this side. Go to unlock. 338 can come out. Three three eight bolt comes out. 308 goes in, just for ease of use. I'm putting the 338 back in here. Put your butt pad back on. 308 22 goes. You would lock your bolt into your headspace. Of course, once again, I have a 338 here. You would not fire, but it will lock. Lock on one side. Crank back down your 4 retention screws. And that is a caliber change from 338 26" to a 308 22" with a half-minute guarantee. Dial your scope, you got a first round hit. You know where your round's gonna be. What we also have, we love that quick change caliber, we love the half-minute guarantee, but what this system does is it's a universal platform that's available to everyone. This being the covert's a little more niche, the SRS being a little bit longer gives you a little longer platform. You can put your bipod out a little further, you can get behind this rifle, but what that does, we have an adjustable trigger here, 1 to 5 pounds, as well as creep. We have adjustable length of pull with the spacers. We have an adjustable monopod here in the rear with finite movements in the wheel, large movements in the shaft. Those adjustabilities and options that are on the rear as well as the front give you that overall platform that competition shooters really enjoy, that military and law enforcement really enjoy, because it gives them the opportunity of learning one fire control system, one optic, one chassis with 7 calibers. So if you need to train on a 308, but you need to send a heavier payload, if you got to punch through glass, you've got that 338 as well.
I'm Sven at Manticore Arms. We're here at Big 3 and we're showing off a couple of new products. First, we've got a Tavor X95. The most notable product here is our new X95 curved butt pad. What this does is the original butt pad comes straight down, and this actually allows us to shave a little more than 1 inch off the length of the handguard, or the off of the length of the butt pad, and gives you a better shoulder with the curve on it. And the curve also allows us to keep the gun from dropping into NFA territory. We have to keep the same overall length. So it's the same overall length, but shaves quite a bit of length of pull off the gun, gives you much better shouldering. We have our Overwatch top rail for the X95. It is shorter than the original to here, and about a ½ inch taller. Israeli optics typically are taller, so they keep the rail lower. So this is more optimized for American or AR-15 style designed optics. The other parts we have on here are our gasketed port cover. It has a sling swivel in it. It's a sandwich actually of 2 pieces of aluminum that sandwich a custom-made gasket we produce between them. So when you tighten the screws down, not only is it 2 layers of aluminum, but also has an actual gasket in there that compresses and completely seals the gas off. So if you're running a suppressor or just get gas face, as some people have found on the Tavor, this will help seal it up. In addition to the Tavor X95, we have the Scorpion Evo here with several of our components on it, some in the white. The first component we have here is our new transformer handguard for the Scorpion Evo. We've introduced the transformer handguard last year for the AR-15 and for the AK, and now we make it for the Evo. It has interchangeable panels. You can see key mod here. We also do M-lock, polymer grip panels, Picatinny panels, and even G10 grip panels. So it allows you to remount or mount whatever accessories you want, and even a combination of, say, M-LOK and key mod components. This forend is made of aluminum. It weighs as much as the original, and what's really neat about it is, as opposed to the original barrel nut of the polymer handguard, which is very difficult to remove, mount, there's been a lot of issues of it, this is actually free-floated. These 8 screws here actually screw into a mounting block that mounts around the base of the barrel, tightens down, and allows you to mount the handguard, and it's a free flow. In addition to the handguard, we now are offering, or will be offering in partnership with SP Tactical, a mounting block for the SP Tactical side folder arm brace that they're offering for the Scorpion. SP Tactical approached us, asked us to design some various arm braces for different guns, or not the arm braces, but rather the mounting blocks for their arm braces. And this one's a side folder. It uses friction to keep it from coming undone, so it does that and just snaps in. And we will most likely be offering an actual stock for this too, with these blocks, so there'll be another American option for a stock for the Scorpion. Last but not least, we have our extended charging handle, which has been out for a few months, and it's larger than the existing charging handle, which you can barely get a pinky on. This one gives you a much better grip, so you can pull it back and even do what people would call the HK slap. When it's back and locked, you can slap it with your hand and allow it to ride forward and load the weapon. So those are our components for the Scorpion Evo.
Hi, I'm Bret from Tactical RX out of Denver, Colorado. We're a custom lens designer, and we make prescription shooting glasses. This is one of our Mount Falcon frames. It's our in-house frame, but we're really a custom lens manufacturer. So if you have a pair of Wiley X's, a pair of Oakleys, a pair of Smith Elite Tacticals, we can take care of that for you. We also sell them in store. We developed the process of putting prescriptions in curved lenses over 20 years ago. It's been a constant evolution, and now we're making a ballistic quality, which is 6 times the standard of ANSI Z87 safety glasses. Last year when I was here, we took a set of these. This is the pair I was wearing right off my head. Set them out at 15 feet. I asked a guy to shoot them, and he says, well, all I have are 3-inch shells with steel shot. And I said, well, they're probably gonna break, but they turned out just fine. We do many different kinds of lenses. We do them for pistol shooters, for those guys that can no longer see their front sights. We call it the almost lens. We put the bifocal right on top of the dominant eye. So when you're looking at the target, you can acquire it, slight tip of the head, and all of a sudden the sights are crystal clear.
This is the Atrax rifle. Military designation is the F90. This is the new service rifle for the Australian military, now available in the US. The Australian military has been using the Steyr for a very long time, and the government asked to make it lighter and more modular. So with this weapon system, you're a full pound lighter. And on top of that, look at the balance point. It's perfectly balanced, which means that it's gonna be comfortable to carry, hold up, aim, and also shoot. Recoil impulse is also phenomenal on this weapon system. In terms of the modularity, rack the charging handle, push out the barrel housing group button now, bam, you're out. So with that system, not only can you change barrel lengths from a 16-inch to a 20-inch, you can also change calibers as well too, because your chamber is right here. If you also look at the barrel housing group, it doesn't have the traditional cast aluminum receiver that the AUG had. We have fluted barrels that are indexing all the major barrel housing components, keeping everything in 0. Just line that up, just like that. Make sure that's out all the way. Push it in, and you're good to go. The rifle is fully qualified for service. It's in service with the Australian military, also has passed UK as well as NATO military standards. It is the lightest military bullpup in the world. The 16-inch that you see here is 7.17 pounds. The 20-inch is 7.47 pounds.
WAC Outdoors is a training facility. We provide training in all things archery, preparedness, and survival. We run an archery boot camp, which is a 2-day event. We take new people to the sport of archery, We teach them how to select their equipment properly, how to set that equipment up properly, how to shoot it properly. We give them some training drills to work with. We go out and we do some field exercises. We talk to them about hunting and game recovery and game tracking. We also provide survival training, and in particular, we kind of specialize in training ladies. In conjunction with my wife, Kathy, we run an event called Wilderness Awareness for Women, which is a one-day event that runs them through the scenario of taking their kids on a hike at the park, and something comes up that prevents them from returning to their vehicle, and we give them the foundation of knowledge and a list of gear to take with them to make sure that that experience turns out good for them and their family. As far as the archery equipment that we're working with, what I have here in my hand is a TradTech Trident ILF bow riser. This is a 17-inch riser. It is made out of stabilized hardwood, which is laminated together to make a very strong riser, yet a riser that has the look of feel of wood and is aesthetically very pleasing to the traditional crowd. You know, the company TradTech, traditional, technical, they bring all the modern technical applications to traditional archery and provide us with what the company has to offer right now in technology. And being an ILF riser, which stands for International Limb Fit, any riser by any manufacturer can be used with any limbs from any other manufacturer that use this system.
I'm Clint Walker from Falcor Defense. Today I'm at the Big 3 Media event, talk about a couple of exciting things that we've got. In front of me here is our Petra 300 Win Mag platform. We've done two things to it. Number one, we've evolved the 300 Win Mag to also the 300 Norma cartridge. We'll be demonstrating that here from the tower today. If you're not familiar with these two bullets, they're very big, very high velocity, very accurate. Really went after the 300 Norma as a military project for us, but it's also equally exciting for consumers if they don't mind spending $7 a round. Next cool thing on the Petra chassis here is our new Dracos barrel system. It's basically launched for us. It's a composite barrel technology, so basically a 416 steel liner, a composite inner core, and aluminum or titanium sleeve depending on what model we offer. Some people will be familiar with the straitjacket technology. That's effectively what the Dracos evolution is. We got together with straitjacket, worked together to make it a viable offering for our Win Mag series and all of our rifles, and we'll also be offering those in bolt gun applications. So the Dracos barrel, MSRP on that will hit the market in the $700 range for the gas gun variant, and also in the bolt gun variant, priced slightly less because of the gas block. Interesting thing about the gas block on this system is it's actually a two-piece gas block system. So the gas block on the Dracos system is permanently fixed, and we make it a two-piece so we can get the barrel nut over there. Really what we're trying to do is create a zero atmosphere around the barrel liner itself. So if you're a shooter, we're trying to take away that cold bore deviation. This rifle is very good at it. It's also very good at the material, pulling the heat away from the core.
I'm Ryan, and this is Rick. We're from Lansing Tactical, and we're down here at the Big 3 East event to show off some of the stuff that we've been building and working on all year long. We make precision AR gas guns, and we make them in everything from 5.56 and a tactical entry rifle through a 5.56 DDM rifle, a 6.5 Creedmoor that we've just finished putting the final touches on in development, and of course 7.62s in 16, 18, and 20 inch. All of our precision rifles are guaranteed to shoot 3/4 of an inch at 100 That's 3/4 MOA or better. We don't ship it unless it does that, so we kind of take that guesswork away. We don't spend a lot of time having to break them in. They ship at that, and we have a lot of people telling us that over the course of their ownership so far, they only get better. As far as the quality and the type of build that we go with, all of our parts, all of our upper, lower, and handguard are done in-house. We machine these out of 70-75 billet aluminum, and we extrude the uppers. We build the charging handle, we build the magazine release, we build the gas block, we build the barrel nut. We're building as much of this as we possibly can in-house to ensure quality, of course, streamline the process, not have to wait for other people to do stuff for us. And at the end of the day, build a product where we control all the parts. We touch everything, we make sure everything goes in the gun is finished by hand. In fact, they're hand finished after a painstaking process of creating them in the machine. We lap them by hand, and then primarily Rick begins the assembly.
Yeah, the uppers are lapped, barrel nut, everything's timed for the handguard. So it's all hand lapped, we don't use shims. We like to fit it by hand rather than just throwing some shims in there. So if any part that we see that's weak, such as like a bolt release, bolt catch, you know, it's a cast part, it gets a lot of wear and abuse, so we've started machining our own. We try to strengthen any of the parts on the gun that's a little bit weak, so we try to make it a better build.
The idea is that we, you know, Travis Llewellyn and our business owner Cam started the company on the idea that we were going to build everything from the standpoint of what would we have used when we were overseas. And that's a pretty all-encompassing statement. A lot of people say that, but we kind of build it from the standpoint that the last thing we want to hear is somebody that we know, that we've worked with, or that knows us from someone else, calls us up after having bought the rifle and says it doesn't do what we say it's going to do. So with that in mind, on every single rifle, we try to eliminate any possible route to that endpoint. We don't ever want to hear that phone ring and somebody saying to us, it didn't shoot 3/4 when I shot it, or it didn't feed right when I shot it. So we beat the heck out of them before we give them to somebody, but we make sure that over the course of this, 2 years and 2.5 years that we've been building these things now, we've eliminated as many problems as we've been able to by doing it the hard way, which is basically like breaking them, shooting them until they break, and kind of just waiting for that moment.
And we'll continue to, anything that we see in the future, we'll continue to make changes to it to try to make it better.
Hello, my name is Jared Ogden, co-founder and CEO of Triumph Systems. If you haven't heard of us, it's because we're relatively new on the scene. We've been selling product for about 2 months now, and we've got 6 SKUs from 3 different product families that we've brought to market. My background is I'm a former Navy SEAL turned accidental businessman. The pivotal trainer here is a mobile turning target system. It's everything that you see. The frame included, the remote control. There's this unit sets up in just a few minutes. It breaks down in just a few minutes. It weighs 13 pounds. Obviously, let me turn this on. So the concept of a turning target system is not new, but what is disruptive to the market about this is, 1, its mobility, but 2, its price point. So this unit at retail costs $400. There are 2 modes of operation. One mode is manual mode. In manual mode, the end user controls when and which way it turns. And as you can see, the second pivotal trainer in the background, these are sold individually, but you can slave multiple units to one remote control. The motor itself operates on rechargeable batteries, so one charge in temperatures like this will get me 10+ hours. Obviously, if it's a little bit colder or hotter, there'll be a little bit more of a power draw, but 10 hours on one charge, or you can plug it in directly to a 110 power source. Here's the deal. If it's downrange, it's going to get shot. So when the frame does get shot, you can just go to your garage and grab a 2x2, cut it to length, and replace the parts of your frame. Same thing with the target hanger. The target hanger is standard 7/8 inch PVC plastic. So again, very easy to replace. The clips, it comes with the clips. You don't need the clips at all. And in fact, I don't even use clips. I just punch 2 holes through the cardboard, no threat target, and I run zip ties through it. The ballistic protector, this protects the most expensive components of the unit, the actual motor. As the manufacturer, I recommend once you shoot that once, stop training and replace it. And the reason I say that is I could not hit a $400 price point and include AR steel. So a lot of end users, you can go ahead and just fabricate your own piece of steel, or if you're an agency, you can grab a vest and cut it out 4 by 6 inches and Velcro it up to prolong the service life of that motor protector. So again, everything you see here, the frame, remote control, the target hanger, the motor protector, at retail is $399. And again, it's the Pivotal Trainer by Triumph Systems, and that's triumph-systems.com. The second product I want to talk about is actually consists of 4 SKUs. I brought one of the SKUs out here. It's one of my favorites, especially with what's going on in the world today. This is the Threat Down Terrorist. As you can see, there's different organs with different gel cells on here. So all the gel cells are independent of one another, and the different organs are different colors. So blue for breathing, the lungs have blue gel. The heart and the brain have red gel in them. All the gels are independent, so say your first shot is low on the lung, you're only going to affect that one cell. There's over 100 cells on here, so this is a 100+ round target. We've also got a zombie version, we've got a humanoid version, and for hunters we have the Ethical Harvest, which is the torso of a white-tailed deer.
Hi, my name's Mark Krebs. I own Krebs Custom, which I have a bunch of talented people working for me. What I'd like to show you today is our KV13 Mod 2. Our first KV13 was a bit different than this. We've made some simplifications and upgrades to it since. What I'd like to start out with is our IMS system, or interchangeable muzzle system. What we have here is a 4-prong flash hider, which will deliver black, basically. It's a very effective flash hider. It's got 24mm threads with a spring-loaded detent, similar to AK-47, or 74, excuse me. And this is shortened to an overall length of 16 inches. One of the things this does, especially with a gas piston gun, is it helps the accuracy of it. But the other thing it does is it allows you to still put on parts to your gun, interchangeable devices for, you know, how your gun handles. This turns the flash hider into a decent flash hider, but it's a compensator as well, and it works rather effectively, keeping the front of the gun down, and also reduces the flash signature so that it won't bother you in low light conditions. It's, as I say, if you want total black without it, is the way to go. Then we have a new muzzle brake, and we made it out of titanium. And what this does, this is a rather effective muzzle brake. It's kind of plain looking, but boy, I'll tell you, it works. We've shot these until they glow, and they hold up, and they hold the front of your gun down very well. This model does not have it, but we've also got a new treatment on there, which is like a black hard coat anodize. We have teamed up with Liberty Suppressor, and they make a .30 caliber can for this. And what it's got here is this is a adjustable detent locking collar. And what happens is you rotate this on, and as you know, with most detent flash hiders, whatever, you're going to get into a situation where you're going to get a little of this back and forth, and what happens is you screw it down, and then you make it bias towards the tight side of the dovetail, and you lock this down. Then after that, it's adjusted and it'll stay on the gun nice and tight. We've got our same field strippable fore-end, which is key mod. This is one of the main differences on the Vepr Mod 2 or the KV13 Mod 2 is we've gone with a steel elevated gas block. It's 4130 hard chromed. And the reason for having this is one, to lighten the gun up a bit, and then the other is so that we can co-witness. And this rail will hold 0. Another thing that we'd changed is we made a sight block that comes back further, which people tend to like more. Our newest product here is this M4 adapter to Vepr. And what this does is allow, of course, you to have a high cheek weld. It's got 2 sling swivel points on the sides, and then it's got a Bravo Company sling swivel in the back. We use the Mo grip and the CTR buttstock, and that is basically it.
Hi guys, how's it going? Gabe Cabrera from VZ Grips and VZ Weapon Solutions. Wanted to run you guys on some new products that we brought out to the Big 3 East. Wanted you guys to see them first. You folks might be familiar with our company, VZ Grips. We've been offering high-end G10 grips for the 1911, Beretta, CZ, you name it, steel frame gun community for a while now. You know the extent of our quality, and you know that we don't skimp on any product that we push out the door. Recently, we took a long, hard look at what we wanted to do with long guns, and that's where VZ Weapon Solutions has come from. It has given us the opportunity to extend into a new market that we've been watching for a while very carefully, and wanted to see how we would enter into it and what our entry point preliminary product would be. And what you're looking at here is an example of what we ended up doing. So we took our material that we're known for machining into grips, G10, which if you folks are familiar with that, you know how good it does with dissipating heat and also adding texture will add grip to the surface. We turned some of those into M-Lock and key mod grips, and that's what you're seeing right here. So you're looking at the MLGs, which we just recently did a soft launch on, and it's our grenade pattern that you see there that you might have already had or currently have on some of your pistols. We make them in 2 different lengths. We make them in 4-inch and we make them in 2-inch. And then we also make a hand stop. Now the series that you're looking at right here, these are called the iLock series. Now the reason why we call them the iLock, they interconnect into one another. You can barely see the hairline crack right there between the hand stop and the 4-inch iLock section for the KMG, but that's just a testament to our engineering capabilities and our tolerances. So if you have a longer rail, if you have a shorter rail, we have the solution for your platform. And what we've gone and done, which you guys are the first to see it, we have made a full G10 one-piece grip, and we've modified the grip angle and the ergonomics of the A2 pistol grip that you folks have known for years. We've also mirrored the pattern and colors that you've come to find on our different panels that we already offer. These will be launching soon. You guys get the first sneak peek on this product.
I'm Doug Ralph with Warfighter Equipment. Today I'm going to show you some of our products that we have to offer and a couple of things that are coming in the future. So first off, our first product that we ever started with was the down draw rifle mag carrier. You ask yourself, why would you bother hanging this thing down? The answer is because of the ergonomics. When you're shooting, you can simply sweep it off and throw it to the rifle. It locks in, it has a 30-pound locking strength, it's patented. So what's the advantage to having a down-hanging magazine? You'd think that gravity wins, that it would eventually fall out. Well, the fact is we have a patented locking system, self-locking system, that has 30-pound locking strength. All you have to do is flex the carrier open while pulling down to release it, or rip it straight back to unlock it as well. And you hear that positive snap, so you know it's there. So very quickly you can get to your rifle mag, simply sweep it off and take it right back to the gun. So some of the other products that we offered, there aren't too many triple mag pouches out there, so we decided to make one. We had a big request for these. What's great about a triple mag pouch? Obviously more ammo, but more importantly, it uses our cinch hooks. Our cinch hooks are patent pending. They fit on any belt up to 2 inches. They also fit molly webbing as well. So you see in here, I'll show you how they work. You simply flex this away from the tooth and push up to release, and these cinch down onto any belt again up to 2 inches, just like a ratchet. So to unlock, flex, and push. Here's what's coming out next. We have all of our double stack pistol mags will actually be compatible with up to 1.1/8 inch flashlights. So you can use, this cavity is actually dual purpose now. So you now have a mag pouch or you have a flashlight pouch, either one. And that'll be our single, double, and triple mag pouch will all have that feature, including the cinch hooks. With our single mag pouch, we also offer an inside the waistband option, which we put on the fabric clip. So a little bit about that. This is our Liberty holster. The Liberty holster, the way it unlocks is flexing, and you notice this frame is trapped underneath the lip. That actually grabs onto, the reason we call it fabric clip, it actually grabs the clothing. To show you how this works, you can put it on a pocket, you can put it on inside the waist, you can put it over a belt, or you can run it behind a belt, just your preference. So you simply put it on, slide it onto material, cinch it down all the way, and then flex it, and you notice it now traps the clothing underneath this ledge. And so now it's pinched in and it won't come off. So to unlock it, you simply flex again and lift it off. Coming this Christmas, we're hoping to have released the Liberty Elite. You notice a little bit of variation to the original Liberty holster. It'll have a lower cut front for RMR or red dot sights. It'll have threaded barrel compatibility, and you'll notice it'll also come with a belt bracket frame. So if you're not the type to wear inside the waistband all the time, maybe you want to wear this to the gym with gym shorts. Maybe, you know, on a more traditional day, you want to wear this on a belt. So you now have that option. It has 20-degree cant angles or straight up and down. Beginning next year, we're looking at releasing our everyday carry belt. This is a solution directly because of the military, traditional military style riggers belt. Typical riggers belt has a lot of heavy, components to it. It's bulky, it's loud, it's just not ideal. And the worst part is it's not really very good for a gun belt. It's very flimsy and very loose. So what we've done is we've sourced the strongest, most rigid single ply nylon 1.5 inch webbing we could find. So we stitched it into a curve in order to alleviate the break-in period. And this is actually a stand-in buckle. Our final buckle will be a stamped steel climbing grade buckle. So how is this a rigger's belt? It just looks like 2 plies of nylon. The answer is we've actually stitched in a carabiner loop as well. So with a carabiner and this belt, this everyday belt that you can wear, nobody will be any the wiser or have any idea of what it truly is, being a gun belt. We've now replaced all of this hardware and components with this simple ultra flat solution. So you notice it's only 2 plies of nylon and it's 1.5 inches. It looks like nothing.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the fall event of the Big 3 East Media event. We saw a lot of great companies, a lot of great products, and of course we got to hang out with a lot of great friends and even made some new ones. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will talk to you guys soon.